Hey, I'm Emily Fraser from Matchroom Pool. I hope you all like and follow the Shark Stream.
Hi, I'm Lucas Casaver. Join us on the Shark.
Hello, I'm Jonas Soto, and join us on Sharkstream.
Hello everyone, I'm Francisco Sanchez Ruiz. Join us to the Sharkstream. Let's go!
Hello, I am David Alcaide. Join us in Sharkstream.
Hey guys, I'm Federic Horst. Join us on the Shark Stream.
I'm Christina Tkach. Join us on the Shark Stream.
Guys, it's Jason Shortgrass. Join us on the Shark Stream tonight.
I am John Moore. Join me on the Sharkstream.
Hi, I'm Savannah Easton. Join us on the Shark Stream.
Hi, my name is Georgia Georgiev, and you can join us at the Shark Stream.
Joey hit the lights, Bobby grabbed the mic, chicken calling at you from the other side. Shark Stream, going live. You're about to enter water, only sharks survive. In 3, 2, 1.
All right, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. This is Brian in the booth. We're going to be doing a top 10 list match. We got Sheikh Ahmed playing against Joe Giribaldo. They're going to be lagging up very soon. This is the Shark Stream, the Yale Billiards Brunswick Arena. And it's a slow day here, but it's should be a good match. These guys are pretty well. Obviously, Joe is the favorite Fargo-wise, but it should be a pretty fun match. Look at all these gold crowns. So if you're looking for something to do on a Saturday afternoon, come on down, try them out. A lot of tables, a lot of gold crown sevens, a lot of tables open, but I'm sure it'll fill up soon. Usually by 8 o'clock ish, we're a full house waiting list and that kind of stuff. But for now, it's a pretty quiet night. Hopefully, Sheikh and Joe. I think Sheikh went to the bathroom. Nope. Looks like they're getting ready. We'll lag up soon. Race to 9. We got Edgar G in the comment section saying, go Joe. So let's hear some predictions out there. You know, we got a few people tuned in already. What are you thinking? What do you think the match result will be? I know I heard outside, I was talking to some friends, and the prediction was be like 9-6, 9-5, something like that in favor of Joe, who recently won, I forget that, was it the McDermott Invitational? So he's shooting pretty strong. And of course, this is table 8, 4-inch pockets in the corners, 4.5 inches in the side. Looks like our players are ready. Let's get this match started. Switch sides, lefty versus righty. I know that feeling pretty well. The first rack's going to be for Joe. First break, rather. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. Make sure you like, follow us on Facebook, share it out there, and subscribe on YouTube. Turn on notifications and make sure you guys get all the latest content from the Shark Stream. I know Bobby has been covering the Arizona Open on our Facebook Shark Stream page. Been doing a lot of good work there. Make sure you're following along on the WNT Arizona Open featuring our guy. You may know him from the Boom and Freezer show, Scott Frost, the Freezer. He's out there in Arizona. He lives out there in Arizona, so obviously you could take a little drive out there. But he's going to be doing a lot of Matchroom commentary out there. I highly suggest. I've been watching all day long today for $10 a month, $100 a year. I think WNTTV.com. You can watch all the highlights, and we're coming into Moscone season, so you're not going to want to miss a lot of these tournaments. A lot of big names, a lot of big players. Wing ball does not go. Looks like a dry break from Joe, so that's going to bring Shake to the table. Hey, Sean. Shake, Rattle, and Joe. I love it. Yeah, it's should be a good match. I just love the look. I was playing on this table for about an hour and a half today, and I just love this table. What's up, Big Worm? Oscar, how did I cost you $100, man? I took out Tom Shine. Oh, that's how I lost. Oh, that's you were betting on that match? All right, well, it went hill. The whole video is up there on sharkstreamtv.com. I shot pretty decent, but I missed a few balls I really shouldn't have. A couple of 9s, maybe an 8 in there. But it came down pretty close. Tom was a good competitor. I enjoyed the match. So I finally actually won one on the list. So I cost Oscar $100. My bad, sir. And don't bet against me then. Nice little 1-ball shot. Oscar, if I had money, I would have probably bet, but I am broke as a joke right now, so I didn't really have anything to play with. Nice little pocket on the 2-ball. Let's see what we got here for the 3. Got that purple 4 up in the opposite corner. That's going to make it a lot tougher with that 7 sitting there. Getting positions, not going to be easy. He's like, I don't know if he might even be able to. I mean, the window is very small. We're looking at, like, there's not really much. Like, how do you draw back for the 4 in the corner? I don't think you can. That's probably the smarter play right there, is to play it a little safe, make Shake figure it out. As far as why, like I said, Tom did offer to play for 1,000 because he called me. I can't use the words on the Shark Stream that he sent me in the original text, but yeah, I'm like, nope, can't do it. Someday maybe. Right now, not so much. Yes, this is table 8. You can see right there. You got the Brunswick Arena TV off to your right there with our classic billiard sponsors and Taom and all that other good stuff. But yes, this is table 8. It's a pretty quiet night down here so far. Like I said, Saturdays can be a little hit or miss. We're in August, so everybody's at the fairs, at the different parties doing their own thing. But I wouldn't be at all surprised in about an hour, all 16 tables were filled. And there's a wait list. Going for the back cut there. It's going to dress up pretty. Oh, went just past the side hole. Another safe opportunity. I don't see a very. It would be very aggressive to go for a pocket on this 3. There's one of my favorite fans out there right there, Patty Brennan. Obviously a relation. Hi, Mom. the kick and stick. Got a lot of sauce on that ball. I think we're going to start seeing some balls go down here. I like this 3 on the side, roll up on the 4. It's a touch shot, but it can be done. Might actually embrace that 6 ball. Cue ball just wanders up this way, sends the 6 up a little bit. Cue ball sits right here. Oh, went the other way. All right, well, good attempt. I don't know. Window? I don't think he does. He does. He's got a tiny window. Just enough to pocket it, though. What a shot. Might have to connect with the 9 here to get position. In other words, that cue ball is going to want to wander off this way after he pockets the 6. So just use it. Leave the cue right here. Like he's grabbing an extension. That's a bit of a reach. Yeah, I mean, I'm 6'3" and I can't reach much past the center line without really stretching. So he's going to use the extension. Probably stroke over the joint. How far away that bridge is. Oh, he used the follow to get out of the 9 ball. Wow, point position. Nice soft shot into the corner. I like playing the 8 in the side here with a little bit of outside. Try to get the cue to come up, do one of these things. You played it soft and went straight up and down. That's actually going to work out pretty well. I think we're going to see Joe up 1-0 here. Clean shot. Well done. All right, so 1-0 Joe. Race to 9. I said, if you guys are in the neighborhood of Yale Billiards, Wallingford, Connecticut, Yale Billiards, Brunswick Arena, I should say. I got my buddies John Yale here. He's playing with our guy Darian, who you may have heard in our last broadcast on Thursday night. Let me know what you guys thought. If you guys were listening, I'll be curious. And I'm sort of grooming Darian. I think he's going to be one of our regulars here on the Shark Stream at some point. He's definitely got a voice for streaming. It seemed like he had a pretty good time. I listened back to it yesterday with Bobby Boom sitting as co-pilot. Got to teach him all the good stuff about how this booth works. All right, rack number 2, here comes. Ooh, 5 ball gets knocked away by it looked like the 3. The 1 has a pocket. Yeah, it definitely does. Just where's the cue ball go? Cue ball is going to find its way up this way. And that's not where you want to be for the blue ball. We smacked it. Is he going to get the roll? Yes, he is. Nice shot. Wow, Shake. Hit that a little thin, wiped his feet on the way through to the pocket, and now he's in a bit of a jam. Yeah, Sean, that's good to hear. Yeah, Sean, who's also been a broadcaster here on the Shark Stream with me. At least once before, probably once more, you know, probably again in the future. But yeah, no, I thought Darian did a pretty good job. Young kid. Got himself one of these days, we might even have to show you the video because I did pull it. But as Bobby alluded to the other day, young gun coming out of Q and Brew. And he ran a 6-pack here on table 8, which is something our friend Lucas has never done as far as I know. Speaking of which, Lucas was here yesterday afternoon for a little while. He came out and he shot for about an hour. You can tell he's still a little bit wobbly in terms of walking around, but man, he can still shoot like a boss. So we're all hoping that he's going to make it out for the U.S. Open. Time will tell, though. He's still recuperating, but it was good to see him, and good to see that he's still got his chops, man. I got to be honest. He's still every bit of that 767 you see on Fargo. Man, pool tournaments, especially like open events like that, they're an endurance match, and I don't know if he's got the stamina back yet. We'll see. Certainly rooting for the kid, though. Sort of playing keep away with this 3-ball so far. Like Shake's going to try and tap the outside edge. Oh, double kiss. All right, well, that works. Yeah, no doubt. I would love to see Lucas back in time for the U.S. Open, but like I said, his brain's there, his hands are there, his arms are there, but I just, after that horrific car accident, I don't know if his stamina is quite there yet. He's getting up, he's shooting balls, and he's walking around. He's trying to get, he's doing all his therapy and everything else. But man, a tournament of that caliber is just, you just have 5 days of nonstop, go, 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 go. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Hopefully the kid can show up, because I know he was, before the car accident, he was definitely a hot contender for Moscone, and he's got to not only be in these tournaments, he's got to finish well to try and keep that spot. So we're all rooting for him. Just a bit outside, ball in hand, Joe. All right, kind of going back and forth on whether he wants to follow or draw. Either way, it's a lot of stroke, and you're shooting into a 4-inch corner, so can't get too clever. Great draw stroke there. Pops the 3 right in the corner, gives himself an angle on the 4 to boot. Great speed. No arguments there. Should be able to knock this 4 down and get to the center of the table with a little bit of left. He's trying to size up the window. It's a pretty good size window. As long as he lands in that funnel, should have a look at the 5. Mission accomplished. A lot of cloth to cover here, though. He makes this 5-ball. He's got to put some stank on it to get it up to that 6-ball. Got the speed. I'd say so. Great stroke. Well, look at that. It's almost ball in hand position. He's got the right angle and everything. A little bit of follow to the top rail. Could line up pretty on the 7. Huge miscue there. Did you see that? Looked like he was trying to put a little bit of sauce on there and just pop the cue up. Hit it too low. Yeah. Try to get a lot of low on that one. I'm not sure why he was going for that much low. Big opportunity for Sheikh to tie it up. Looks like Sheikh needs a little bit more warm-up time. Not a terrible roll. The 8's block in the corner up top. I mean, honestly, I'm in this situation. I'm not a great 9-ball player. I'll be the first to admit it, but I'm thinking you try to pop the 7 down here and just roll the cue right behind the 8. I wouldn't even try to pocket this ball. What do I know anyway? Got himself the 7 in the corner. Pretty darn good position on the 8. Just drag it across for the 9 over here. He's going to make sure he's got all kinds of chalk on the tip this time. That's for sure. Shot. To be able to drop this 9 for 2-0. There, the side hole, and you're fine. Oh boy. Ouch. Brutal. All right, well, that's one of the things you got to consider. He's just going to concede ball in hand to Sheikh, so it's 1-1 instead of 2-0. All right, rack number 3 coming up. Sheikh with a fortunate rack there. I guess Joe just didn't catch the side pocket scratch, so now it's going to be Sheikh breaking. Got a little bit of a soft break. Going to knock the 1 down with the 5 ball. 2 balls dressed up pretty good. And Sean, you know what? I've made the joke plenty of times. I hate to say it this way, but it's a friend. I'll tell you what. I play with my buddy James pretty much every day, and we always have the same phrase. It's like those pockets always open up for Whitey. Second that cue ball comes in, you would swear that they mechanically open up just a little bit wider for that cue ball. Sheikh scratch there in the same side pocket that Joe just scratched in. Now, Joe's got a pretty wide open table here. I don't see any real problem balls, to be honest. The 3 to the 4 transition is probably the toughest part of this rack. He's got to really think this 2 ball through. Got to avoid the 9 on the draw shot if he's going for it. Clean. A little close to the 7, but not bad. Not bad. Drops a 3 pretty nice. All right, that was the ball that I was worried about, that 3 to the 4 transition, and Joe handled it like a champ. Going to be able to put the cue ball pretty much anywhere on the table for the 5. Wow. I played that a little sloppy, but all right. Still got there. Don't love that shot, man. I thought he'd try to juice that one a little bit. With some stroke, he probably could have made it more like this. But now he's got an 8 ball kind of in the way. Not pretty. Yeah, he tried to cut it in. Got a little love from the table. Let's see. Does he have the 8, the 7 past the 8? Boy, that is tight. Even with a 4.5-inch pocket. I think it goes, but you would have to slow roll the hell out of it. If you push that one, it's not going to go. It's like he's lining up on the corner. Got a little timid on that one. I think he might have had the right line, though. Tried a little drag draw to get the position on the 8. Got the position on the 8. Just missed the 7. Tight pockets, man. You play on table 8, you got to come correct. See if Sheikh can convert this one. Oh, the 9's going to bounce right in the pat. Oh, boy. Let's see what he's got. You have enough? Barely, but it did. Oh, stay out of that side bucket. All right, still not a walk in the park, man. This is still a tight 4.5-inch side pocket. Made it look easy. All right, shake up 2-1. And not a great layout here. He got a wing ball, but that 4-6-9 situation is ugly. And he's just going to play that one a little. Well, kind of left his nose open a little here. Joe should be, well, he's going to be able to hit the 1. But I got a feeling both these players are going to be kind of messing around a little bit until they figure this situation out, because that's just ugly. Got a little fortunate off that point bounce. Good leave. Like I said, we're going to be playing a little bit of moving balls around until they figure out what to do about that 6-9-4. It's just an ugly, ugly situation. Oh, damn near kicked it in. Still left it safe. Oh, if this goes, that would be gross. Oh, wow. Damn near had that kick shot. All right, now we're going to see at least one ball drop, I got a feeling. 8 balls sitting in that corner. Is that kind of nasty? So there goes one, and he's going to stick himself. Nope. Give himself just enough for the combo. Oh, did he? Ooh, okay. Yeah, frustrated. And I don't blame him. Got to be thinking carom shot here. Just push the 2 up to the short rail and knock the 8 down. Or smack it. Okay. That's going to dress up nice. That's a beautiful little kick and stick. Kept the cue from moving around too much. Knocked the 2 right behind that pattern there. That one right in the face. All right. 2's out in the open. So is the 3. Hopefully we can see some progress on this rack. No one wants to deal with this 4-ball situation. I mean, I'm looking at it though. It's like, just going to keep popping the ball around until something breaks loose. We might be seeing a jump cue here. Gotta be careful though with the ball that close to the rail. If you don't come down early enough, that 2's going flying. John, you're not wrong, man. Playing tennis until ball in hand. They're just gonna sit here and volley and wait until somebody gets ball in hand. And even then, I'm not convinced. I think the 4 now has a pocket. Now there's your ball in hand. Question is, you almost have to be somewhere between here and here to have a pocketable 4. And from this angle, he's not going to get there. Does it go past the 7? Yeah, but it's a tight pocket already. You barely have a ball width in there. All right, let's see what he's thinking. Not the end of the world. 4's out there, but there's no pocket. I feel like trying to think of how I'd play safe on this one, especially with a bridge. Tried to push it around the 7, didn't quite get there. Kind of where I thought he'd try to leave the ball. Let's see. Boy, I think the 4 actually leaked out just a smidge. Yeah, it looks like he's got the whole ball. Mind you, the 6 is still tied up hard. Not a lot of spots to pocket that 6 from. There's your back cut. He might have actually found a spot. I think the 6 goes in the side now. That was a very strong shot from Sheikh. Drops it in the side. All right, this should be a pretty clean run right now. He's stretching pretty hard, though. That could change things. Oh, he went inside. All right, well, that works. I thought he'd go outside. Looks like Sheikh's about to go up 3-1. I know, commentator's curse, right? He slapped it. I don't know. I know you want to hear that satisfying clang when it goes in the back of the pocket, but about half that speed would have been more than enough to hear that sound. Now Joe's back at the table looking to tie. Too thin. Not the worst leave in the world, though. Now we're playing cat and mouse with this 9 ball. All right, left them tough and long. Beauty. Go with a clutch shot there. 9-footer. That's huge. Great shot there from Joe, tying it up. Yeah, just like I said earlier, the white ball makes the pockets expand. The 9 ball makes the pockets shrink. Obviously, it physically cannot happen, but it would be. It's just something I believe. I'll be right back, guys. Sorry about that. Had a little bit of a interruption. Going for the care. Oh, got the bank shot, but look at this leave. Ouch. You have enough? He's eyeballing it. Might need a little masse to get around this 9. Looks like he's hitting low right. So that's the masse shot. Yep. To get far enough out to make the 9, it looks good. Oh, he stabbed at that one. Oh man. It's one of those things. I do the same thing sometimes. You get down, you're pretty confident. But if he felt like he was only down on the table for about 2 seconds there and just poked at it. So unfortunately, that's the result. Looks like Joe's got an opportunity here to make this 3-2 Joe. And he made a beautiful shot like this just last rack. I'm pretty confident. Bang. And he's not going to miss shots like that. Shake's got to be a little careful with those 9 balls. All right, 3-2 Joe. Wish I had more to talk about. I guess there's a lot going on out in Arizona. There's let's take a look. Pull up the Arizona WNT website. World 9-ball tour live scores. That's where we want to go. Oh, it's asking me to log in. That's annoying. Just show me the score. Oh, well, I guess we're not going to talk about the Arizona Open. Decent break. Got the 8-ball down. 1 ball's dressed up pretty. Everything else is spread out. Jason Shaw says that's an illegal break. You know what? Yeah, I've met Jason Shaw a few times. He lives here in Connecticut, actually. And he's been at Yale Billiards several times for different events. And yeah, I know the illegal break reference. It'd be nice. I mean, Shake breaks soft, but Joe definitely slaps him. Thin shot up the side. Ooh, it just barely finds its home. Now you're stuck with a 3-7 combo, and you got to be careful. You want to leave the 3 somewhere close. You don't want to slap it. You just want to just roll it. Slow roll it, actually. There you go. Like I said, leave it close. Come back around for the 4 if you have to. You went inside. All right, that works. Nice shot. Coming around for the side pocket leave on the 6 ball. I love this shot. It's so natural. Center ball, roll forward. Don't have to get fancy. Oh, he drew it. All right, well, that's plan B. Oh, I had my finger on the Taom break and run button, Joe. What happened? Oh, my goodness. He had a beautiful run there. Made the 8 on the snap, sunk all the 7 other balls, and just missed the straight in 9er. Ouch. DNR on the stream, man. That's something. Jake's going to tie it up here. Yeah, he stabbed it again. Wow, he got it done. 3-3. Gave that one a little more gusto than he usually does, but he got the 6 ball. And the one, hard to say, that the 1 ball is sitting on that 9. He might have full access, but I'm not sure. All right, 2 goes down. 3 is iffy. I'm going to say iffy because you're banking in a 4.5-inch side. Let's see what he's got. Smacked it. Oh, didn't shorten it up enough. He had the position, just not the shot. That's the story of table 8. I love it. Oh, it's so great. How many 9s are speed dating, by the way? I haven't been dating in 40 years, so I wouldn't know for sure, but I'm just guessing. You're speed dating? Not going to see a lot of 9s on either side of the table. Nice little cut there from Joe. Is he going to get stuck on the 7? Oh, it sure does look that way. No good shot goes unpunished, man. That was a good shot, and it just rolled a little too far. Now he's kind of stuck behind the 7. You going to see a jumper? He's already pulled it out once. At least once. All right, line it up. See, this is interesting. Usually you kind of put your hand real close. I'm not much of a jump shot myself, but yeah, he's got the hand a little bit closer. Trying to get the cue to land just past the 7. Oh, and he knocked the 9 down. Would have been cool if it was orange. All right, ball in hand shake, 4 on the table. For a 500 Fargo, it's usually about an 80 to 90% out from here, but I'm looking at the 7 to the 8, and that makes me nervous. Got to get just the right angle on the 7. That's the good start. So now he can go 1 rail, maybe 2, and catch the 8 ball. There's 1 rail, there's 2 rails, 3 rails technically, but he's lined up pretty good on it. I like just sort of natural roll. Just send the cue back this way. Your mileage may vary. We'll see what Shake's got in mind. Oh, he hit it real stiff. All right. 9 straight in. He smacked it in again, 4-3. This is a lot closer than I thought it would be, so kudos, Shake. Sticking with it. No wing, very dry. 1 ball's available, but I don't think it has a pocket. Not with that 2 sitting there anyway. Great shot. Just stick it up by the pocket, close it on the deuce. Textbook safety. That'll bring ball in hand back for Joe. Now we're talking about is a pretty beautiful layout. Every ball has a pocket. Toughest situation I see is the 5 to the 6, to be honest. Other than that, it's kind of tic-tac-toe. 2 in the side, 3 in the corner. Bring it back for the 4 in the bottom left. Well, 4 to the 5 can get a little hairy, but you got a lot of room to work with. So the 5 to the 6, I'm still sticking with that. You want to, get that cue ball between the 6 and the 7. That's the toughest part of this rack. Moment of truth. Where does he leave the cue? He kind of wants to leave it like here somewhere. That way you can sort of smash into the 5. Oops. My mouse is being weird. Oh, come on, mouse. And then drag it back over to the 7. Oh, I guess it's a moot point if you don't make the 4. He had the right idea. Look at he's a little weird angled. I think he would have collided with the 6 if he left it there. If he made the 4, that is. So now Shake's got to make this 4 and get the same kind of shot position on the 5. Shake's just going to say, nope. Going to put it down in the muck. Nope. 4's open. And in fact, if he stops it right there, he's still got a great shot on the 5. He doesn't even have to get crazy with the position play here. All right, so big follow. Now he's kind of left his nose open. I don't know how he's going to get to the 6 ball. High right, maybe? Or combo? I'm combo blind, so yeah. All right, a little high right, and he got there. Right between the 6 and the 7, like I said. Great shot. A little tap, tap, tappy. 7 ball in the corner. Give himself a reasonable shot at the 8, and he should be able to get back to the 9 from pretty much anywhere. Good leave. Little low left. Should get him right where he needs to be. Just like that. All right. Barring a miracle, 4-4. Great in. All right, tie game. Race to 5, guys. What are you guys thinking now? I did not think it was going to be this close, to be honest. We got a few of you guys paying attention, including my guy Sean out there in Ireland. Possibly my mother. Maybe even Oscar and Big Worm. All right, getting ready for rack number 9. It's like Joe's setting up to get the orange wing ball into the right hand or top left pocket. That's the way you do it with a max rack. Oh, the cue ball went shooting over that way instead. Okay, gives a little bit of a miss. What do we got now? We got 9 balls still on the table. One's dressed up nice. 7-8's a little, 7-9 I should say is a little touchy, but we're not at that part of the rack yet. Let's get through the 1 through 7 first. Brick and make. No, it rolled off. Oh, wow. That thing, it looked like it rolled way out. Must have caught a little bit of cloth there or something. Sean, I completely relate to that as sentiment. I mean, he says he wants to see those pressure shots because I'm kind of cruel. And here's the thing. I played a list match last night. I'm not good enough to be on the actual Shark Stream. So I was playing against my boy, Tom Shine, big dog. And we went 8-8. And I ended up winning 9-8. But it was there was at least 2 shots in there that I'm glad we're not on the Shark Stream. I made 2 absolute crap 9-ball shots. Could have been center pocket and just I missed it by a diamond, I swear. All right, we're gonna try and get that template out of there. Use chalks. It's the simplest way. All right, never mind. Ball and handshake. Pretty open table. 7 balls got a pocket. Just got to be on the right side. Correct side, I should say. All right, 1 down. 8 to go. A little too fat. Got on the 3. That's the story of my life right there. I can get perfect position every time. I just don't make the ball. All right, great shot there. He's lined up nice on the 3. Well, it just went a little too far. Now I'm nervous because if he was straight in, he could have followed up. Now how is I don't see a great path to the 4 other than high right. He's going to come back around the 8. Actually, that worked. That worked out well. I thought he might have been going for this little window here, but no, that worked out. Sometimes you got to play the odds, right? Ooh, it's like that's a 3rd false start. I'm wondering if he's nervous about the bottom right, because if you hit it with a little bit of low right, it should kick out this way. It would be right back where he was. See where he's put his cue. But because it's so close to the rail, you're really kind of jacking up a little bit, and that can mess up the entire line of the shot. That's kind of, I think it got in his head a little bit. Jake opting for the defense. Dirk out there? Looks a little like Dirk. He might have, I mean, it seems like Friday, Saturday, we have a ton of list matches. Yeah, it's definitely Dirk. One of our other listers. He's in the top 20. Got John Yale up there in the top right screen. Darian Simonson. Looks like he's playing over there on table 2. Jesse and Mike the Vet sitting over there on table 1. What a kick. That damn near looked intentional. What, I mean, just came right off and hit it right in the face. Boom, straight center pocket. I don't think he's happy about the result, though. He missed the 5. I think the 7 might have blocked him a little bit. One, two, buckle my shoe. Got himself pretty nice on the 6. Shouldn't be too tough. Just got to get back to the middle of the table, really, for the 7. I like that approach vector. Gonna draw past the 8, or is he gonna try and? Yeah, it looks like he's going low. Yeah, he just. Oh wow! Table 8 said no. That 4 corner, the 4-inch corner. That 7 went down. That rack was over. All right. Well, let's see what Shake's got in mind. Looks like he's got in mind for the 8 in the side, and that's a scary shot, man. From that angle. Good news is if you miss, the cue ball or the 8 ball should land somewhere over here. And if he makes it, then the cue ball should land over here. Oh, wow. He drew the hell out of that one. Okay. What do I know? Now we're looking at a stiff back cut, and the cue's going to go flying around the table. On the side instead, going for the bank shot. Guess he figured if he missed, he'd leave him long, but we've seen Joe make at least 2 of these kinds of shots, and this is no joke. Like I said, 4-inch corners, man. Go to the reverse. And like I said, oh no, don't do it to him. That's twice. Ouch. He's made beautiful 9-ball shots 2 times so far this set and just scratched. And that's just brutal. So that's going to put Shake up 5-4. I'll be right back again. Alrighty then, I'm back. Sorry about the repeated breaks, but I just had to take a pause for the cause. That's, you know how it is. Let's see. Oh, I meant to fix the arena TV while I was do that real quick. All right, where were we? Okay, Shake's up 5-4. Still an ugly layout. 5-6 combo might be wired. But right now, Joe's got to get to the 3. That's not going to do it. Look at that 5-6. No, that 5-6 is definitely not wired. In fact, if I had to guess, the 5-6 combo is going to put the 6 right there. Depending on the gap. I can't tell from here. All right, 3 down. Big miscue. I could hear that from the booth. Yeah, I don't think either of these guys wants to deal with this 5 ball. All right, guess it's going to be Shake's turn. Like I said, to me, that 6 ball does not go. And just like I predicted, caught the outside point of the pocket. That's going to put Joe in pretty decent place here. I don't like this 8 ball, or I'm sorry, 5 ball on the side. But it kind of ensures itself. What is going on here? Tried to cut it all the way up the table. Got to the 6, didn't make the 5 though. So now we got 3 of the 5 balls basically sitting in pockets. Ooh, a lot of juice. Is 8 gonna get him? Oh, the 8 got him hard. Ouch. Yeah, it looks like he's going way too steep here. And I had a feeling he was going to catch a 9 ball. Ball in hand, Joe. Could be seeing another tie game here, though. I like this this layout. 8 and 9 go in the same corner. 6 goes straight in the side. 7 set up pretty. Hey, what's up there, Cliff? Thanks for tuning in. Kind of slim pickings here tonight. We got, no, it is a top 10 list match, but as I look outside, it's about 80 degrees out there. It's beautiful weather. There's fairs all over Connecticut. Pretty sure there's fairs all over everywhere in the United States, so I'm not surprised. But yeah, thanks everybody for tuning in. Make sure you hit the like button for me. Follow us on Facebook. Subscribe on YouTube. Joe about to tie it up 5-5. Yeah, and like I said, that was a pretty clean run out right there. Not much chance for a mistake. So that's going to tie us up. We got a race to 4 left tonight. Don't think we got anything else coming up later tonight on the Shark Stream. I didn't see anything on the schedule. But like I said, Lucas has been coming around every once in a while. So if he does stop by, maybe we'll put a little practice up for him. Like I said, he's shooting sharp. Seems a little bit wobbly, but for the most part, he's, you know, he seems to be recovering fairly well. Hopefully, like I said earlier in the broadcast, we're going to see him getting back into shape. Hopefully he can make the U.S. Open this year. I know I want him to get to the Moscone points, but man, just circumstances are what they are, right? All right. Lost the cue ball on that one. Made the 1 ball and is stuck as hell inside the template. Not surprising to see a push here. Yeah, he's going to need a hand to get that 8 ball off the template. Just put him wherever you want, fellas. It's all good. All right, so we're now at the push out. Jake has an option. Looks like he's going to take it. Nice little clicker. Oh, Dave Gavish and Mike Johnson. Yeah, Jackson, rather. Yeah, that was a good match. They actually, I mean, Mike was pretty dominant, I'm going to say, but it was a good match. Dave just didn't seem like he was all the way there. But definitely, if Lucas shows up, I don't know. He's been coming and going every once in a while, a couple times this week so far. I would love to put him back on the stream. I know people are thinking of him and hoping that he gets well soon. And it's a long, strange path, but it was funny too because I was on table 1 in the corner, opposite corner of table 8, and I saw Lucas walk in. I said, "Hey, what's up? Hop along." And he's like, "What are you talking about?" I'm like, "Well, you kind of walk a little weird now." And he looked at me like I had 3 heads. But then he walked over to table 8, started shooting some balls around, and he's showing off the scars on his stomach. And I'm like, "Oh, dude." And if you guys haven't been following along, Lucas was in a pretty nasty car accident down in North Carolina or South Carolina. I can't remember which. And he's been recovering for the last 6 to 8 weeks. But he did look good. He looked good on the table, and he looked good in general. So really rooting for him. Little cutty cut, little bouncy bounce. Hit every ball on the table damn near, but he's on the wrong end for the 3 ball. Looking like a scratch. Yep. Ball in hand, Joe. Still not in love with this layout, though. That 4 ball's in a gnarly spot. You got to get straight up and down the rail. Doesn't go in the side. You're absolutely right, Cliff. Lucas would not have caught the reference, and he did not catch the reference, but I could have said something as similar as, "Hey there, partner. Looks like you got a little bit of a hitch in your get along." And he would have looked at me just like I had 4 heads too. The kid's like 23 years old. So yeah, I'm not expecting him to catch the references, but it was still funny to me. And that's all that matters. Caught a little bit of cloth on the way up the rail. That's not going to help him out. I'll shamelessly steal this from 2.5 Men, which I just started watching for, the first time ever. Ron said, I once dated a one-legged girl who worked in a brewery. She was in charge of the hops. And that reminded me of a silly joke that Jake told on 2.5 Men. He's like, what is a one-legged girl who works in a restaurant? Where does she work? Something like that. IHOP. Right. Should be able to say goodbye to this 5-ball. Question is, how do you get on the 6? That is a very tough shot. That's how. Plop it right in the center of the pocket and work your way over to the 6. And Joe did that beautifully right there. I didn't think you had enough room to cheat that pocket. In fact, when you talk about cheating pockets on this table, you're just like, no, that's impossible. You do have about a 1/4 inch to work with. But yeah, he worked with it pretty good there. And now he's lined up proper on the 7, or on the 6 rather. Question mark, where's the 8 go? So I'm not thinking it might go up here. It definitely does not go this way. He might be trying for a breakout shot here. Oh, maybe I was wrong. Seems to think it goes past the 9. From this camera, I don't think he's got the room. And the camera lied. All right. Another big opportunity for Joe. As I was walking to the restroom, he did actually say to me as I was walking by, he's like, oh, you had anything to say about that 9-ball? I'm like, yeah, I've seen you miss 2 in scratch, or make 2 in scratch. There it is. There's the make and not the scratch. Good job, Joe. No more scratching. No more scratching. That was pretty funny. I should replay that. Watch his hand gesture there as the cue ball's coming back up the table. Here it goes. Nope. Little gun shy there, Joe. Joe gets the lead back, up 6-5. Rack number 12 coming on up, looking to make the 2-ball, the blue ball right up in the corner. I'm having a hard time with this template break, though. There it is. Made the 2 and the 6, and I think he's got a window for the 1 in the corner. Let's do some lines. Hey, that sounded weird. Speaking of Charlie Sheen, yeah, he's got plenty of room there. I'm joking, Charlie. I've just been watching a lot of 2.5 Men. Around the 9 balls, a little spicy for the 4, but I think he's okay. Should be able to pocket this 4-ball and come back 1 rail for the orange 5-ball. So easy from the booth, huh? Nice little tap, tap, tappy, and he's got the position. Like I'm just sort of taking this 5-ball up the rail and bringing the cue. It's a little risky, but that's kind of where my brain's at. Gotta stay out of the side pocket. Yeah, just hit that a touch thin. Otherwise, that was a pretty decent look. He would have had the corner pocket anyway. Wow. He's got that real stabby action. I don't know. There's a 7 in the side. It's going to line up nice on the 8 in the corner. Oh, straight as hell, though. Sitting back for this 9 might prove a little tricky. That's what I meant. It was so straight. Just really couldn't do much with a cue ball. Hit that super thick, and it's going to dress up perfect for Joe. He's not even going to make him shoot it. I don't blame you, Shake. All right, 7-5.
Joey hit the lights, Bobby grabbed the mic, chicken calling at you from the other side. Shock 3, going live. We're about to enter water, only sharks survive. In 3, 2, 1.
Alrighty then. Joe needs 2. Jake needs 4. Joe breaking. Oh, Sean, you're asking where the new video is. You know what? I was trying to get that working the other day, and I couldn't get it to straighten out. Not sure if there's something wrong with the MP4 file that Bobby sent me. Let me try again. It was in my videos directory. Yeah, Brunswick Gold Crown 7 at Yale Billiards. See, it doesn't want to run when I press the button. You're not joking. Let me see if I can pull it up real quick. This is where I had a scene called GC7. Hang on. Yeah, it's not showing up on my list. Figures. Yeah, I can't find this. All right, well, let's try again. I think I got the video to work. As you guys just noticed, I was messing around with it. Maybe we'll try to show you that one between racks instead of in the middle of the scene. All right, I was messing around with OBS, and every once in a while when I do that, things get a little weird, even when I'm in studio mode. But anyway, Joe's still at the table. He's got a pretty decent out here. Nice little draw to stay away from the 9-ball. He's got a little tight angle here. He might have to go up and down. But it's a pretty decent shot nonetheless. If I was, I'm lefty, so I would hate this shot, but he's pretty comfortable. Just thinned it a touch. Oh, he tried to hold for the 9. Didn't get there. Out. Jake looking to capitalize again on a big miss there from Joe. Needs to make this 7-6 instead of putting Joe on the hill. There it is. No scratch. All right, we're going to try this new button I just engineered. Let's see if this video that Austin Cofrancesco has put together, if it works. Well, it worked. So that's kind of cool. It's a little look at, I think that's a draft. I'm not sure if that's the final product. It's just whatever Bobby sent me in a text message. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. We're going to be redoing some of our spots for Yale Billiards in the Brunswick Sharkstream Arena. Yeah, the Yale Billiards Brunswick Arena on the Sharkstream. And try and redo those spots to show off some of these sexy new tables that we got. And I think that was a first preview. Tell me what you think. You guys have been following us on, I don't know if it's Bobby Hilton's page or Yale Billiards page, but he's been posting up. We had a guy come through about a month ago, maybe, and he was flying a drone around the room, which was actually kind of cool. Might have to pull that video and just stick it on a button too, because it is kind of neat. Showing off all 16 Gold Crown 7s, as well as a full house here at Yale Billiards. Looking good, but louder than my shirt. All right, you know what? I did not change the volume setting on that particular scene, so thanks for the feedback. I'll see if I can straighten that out real quick. Yeah, that one was at max volume. My bad. I'll fix it. It's fixed. Nice little safe play there from Joe. He's going to send the cue up table and stick Shake in the mess. This is feeling like another long rack, to be honest. Look at that bunch of balls in the middle of the table. Kind of gnarly. Draws past the rack. Oh, you know what? This is setting up to be a pretty standard safety play here. Roll up on the 9, send the 2 up table. There's a whole lot of places to hide the cue. Yep. That's one of them. Yeah, my apologies. Okay, I'm sorry if I blew everybody's earphones off. But yeah, I just sort of whipped that button together real quick and I forgot you have to set the output volume level. And I had that, when you open a video in the software that we use, OBS, the default is 100%. It's not mixed well for what we have as an output setting. So my bad. I apologize. Well, it should be fixed for the second. If I show it again, it should be fixed. Here's the 4 on the side. Got the 5 lined up on this corner. A lot of cloth, though, between the 5 and the 6. My cue is 35 years old. Actually, not 35. Let me think. 1998 plus 2 is 26. And it's 28 years old. So it's 28 years old, and it's just got a flat rubber on the bottom. I would have to get one of those grabby things to be an extension, but I'm jealous of players with modern cues that actually can just screw in a quick locks extension and just be able to reach that much further. I have to literally, I've actually had my index finger and thumb wrapped around the rubber plug on the end of the cue because that's as far back as I can possibly reach. Go looking to get to the hill here. He's got a great angle on the 7. As long as he gets to the top half of the table, like there's literally an equator here. He wants to be anywhere. Oops. Anywhere up this way. He's on the wrong side. Yeah, you can see he shook that cue in disgust. He could try to get really fancy and go 3 rails. Or he could just take his punishment and roll it forward about 6 inches. That's the way to do it. Nicely done. Just got to pocket this for the hill. That's all you have to do. Oh, man. Talk about the commentator's curse. Oh, Sheikh bobbles it out too. Wow, this is getting ugly. It's tough here. The temptation is to go for the bank shot. But what I've seen the pro list players do is skim the 9, send the cue back up here, and just cinch the 9 off to the side. That's what I've seen Gavrish and Pierce and Cullen and all the big dogs. He smacked it. That actually is going to work out okay. Actually, better than okay. That's a really nice lead. Yeah, it's going to betray Sheikh. Oh, he sank it anyway. That's hilarious. If only we were playing WNT rules. We are playing list rules, so that means the 9-ball comes back. Incoming player has the option to make his opponent shoot again or take the shot himself. It looks like Joe is very much going to take this shot himself. I feel like with this kind of pause, he's in his own head a little bit. He just missed a 9-ball with a similar angle. He just needs to just shake it off, make the ball. Spot shots aren't easy, don't get me wrong. Tried it again. Well, the good news is you didn't scratch. The bad news is Sheikh's got a duck. 7-7, folks. Who'd have thought this was going to be so close? Try that button again. See if it's as loud as Sean's shirt. All right, I think I got it dialed in a little bit better that time. Sheikh just broke. 7-7, race to 2. Dry. Joe's got a pretty good look at this one, and the 2 in the side or the 2-9 combo. Dealer's choice. We'll see which way he sets it up. Seems like the place is getting a little bit busier. Jukebox is rocking. Hopefully by the time this is over, I'll be able to go out there and maybe rustle up a match. Who knows? Nice. Whoa, he wiped his feet, but he got there. And he's stuck on the 5-ball. For the kick. Gotta be careful. You miss here. Yeah, that's almost as you know what? I hate to say it. Oh boy, that 2-ball's sticking out a little further than I thought it was. I'll say there might be a carom 9 shot, but I don't think there is. On the 9 cross corner, he said, you saw him, he tapped it. So 2 bank. It still has a chance. Holy smokes, if that actually dropped out I would have flipped out. Wowzers. All right, so now Sheikh's going to call the same thing. 2-9 combo. Did not quite get there, but he locked him up pretty good. Pretty good. Damn near kicked it in. Interesting try there from Joe. All right. Well, he's the problem is he keeps leaving himself dead straight when he's got a lot of cloth to cover. And, you know, like up here's fine, down here's fine, but straight through the 3-ball into the pocket, not fine. Yeah, they had nowhere to go. Gonna park the 4 over by the 9, which is always dangerous, but doesn't look like Joe's got a. He might have a hair of an edge. Great safety play there. Just used the 9 ball to keep the 4 where it was and sent the cue around back. Good shot. Kick. Oh, if the cue ball wasn't there, that 4 would have dropped. Instead, the cue drops. Ouch. Where's he going? Oh, that was technically a foul, but we'll leave it alone. As soon as you touch the tip of the cue with the cue ball, coming around for the 5. Not bad. Clean look at the 6. Don't overthink it. Just stop it right there. 7 on the side. You got this, buddy. I went forward, but it still works. Good job. A little weird angled. All right, I like that shot a lot. Confidence in the inside stroke. Not in love with that shot, man. I gotta be honest. I thought he was gonna play it, try to leave the cue over here somewhere and just take the distance. Right, cross side maybe. Nope, short. It's gonna dress up perfect for Sheikh. Joe, your own worst enemy tonight, man. I gotta be honest. That's 3 9-balls that you've been handing over. All right, so that's gonna put Sheikh on the hill. Joe needs 2 in a row. All right, Sheikh Ahmed ahead 8-7. Pretty wide open table. 6 balls, a little Heidi. It's going to actually get a little, curious where he's going to go with this cue ball. A lot of blockers over there. Probably better than he missed. Yeah, I just noticed your comment, Sean. Yeah, Joe is playing against Joe. I think he's going to go back and watch this video probably. And hopefully he doesn't think too poorly of me for saying what I say. But, you know, I've had other people comment. But yeah, he's given up at least 3 points. He should be up 10-5 right now. But, you know, it's just, you know, I don't know. Maybe they're I've been told, and I don't know. Sometimes when you find out you're going to be on the Shark Stream, you get a little nervous. Sometimes when you're playing on table 8, you overthink it a little too much. As Lucas and several other pros down here have said, you hit the center of the pocket. It doesn't matter how big they are. But table 8 is intimidating. It's something that if you don't have hours and hours of experience on, then you can find yourself saying, oh, I can't make a ball. So, you know, lots of different explanations. But like I said, hopefully I've been doing this match justice anyway. I'll jump over the pile. Over the 2 as well, unfortunately. All right, ball in hand, shake. Two straight in. Gonna probably have to draw this back for the 4 ball. Just got to stay away from the 8. That's all. Hey, gave it a good poke. Here's the moment of truth. Can he get from the 4 to the 6? And he's so straight again. He's not leaving himself great angles tonight. Yeah, again, like here's good. Here's good. This line, not good. Now now he has no choice. Gotta play safe. All right. Did he get there? Nope. Joe's got a clean look at the side hole. It's tough coming off the rail like that because you only got half a ball to shoot at. And not only that, the cue is going to want to run forward to here. And you're still looking at a tough shot at the 7, even if you make the 6. So I like safing here. I think that's the right play. He went for it. Yikes. Okay. Yeah, Sean, no doubt that both have had good moments. They both made some pretty amazing shots. It's just that I think, you know, Joe's missed a few key 8 or 9 ball shots, and that's something I'm just as guilty of doing. Trust me, I'm not trying to throw shade. But, you know, if he hadn't, this match would have been over a while ago. Right now, Sheikh is in control. And right now, this is a disciplined moment right now. Play the safe. There you go. Good shot. You might think you might want to take a swing at something when it's, and Sheikh is, got a good kick there, though. I was just about to say, Sheikh has not been kicking strong tonight. Oh, just a little too thin. Oh man, Joe, I feel bad. Oof. All right, so Jake, 4 balls to win this set and defend his number 9 spot. Big set of balls here. I know how that sounded. I go right between the 8 and the 9. And he's going to get dead nuts straight again, man. You got to stop lining up these straight shots, dude. You can't move the cue when it's that straight. And now he's going to box it right out of there. All right, key ball right here for Joe. Clean. And he's got the 8 in the same pocket. Clutch ball to go hill here. Here we go, hill, everybody. Andy Gow in the house? No, he's not. But I guarantee he's here in spirit because it is 8-8. All right, race to 1 for the number 9 spot. Joe breaking. Oh. We're going Gow. You're not wrong, Sean. You are absolutely not wrong. This is where things get a little nervous, man. You're, like I said, you're playing on the shark stream. You're playing on table 8, tight pockets. I never in a million years thought this was going to go hill. But congratulations, fellas. May the better player win. And here we go. Joe, rack number 17, apparently. No wing ball, but he got the 1 and the 8. We have the 2. That's the question. Let's see. Yeah, he's got the 2. I'd be a little touchy about moving these balls around. All right. Well, looks like they got him in the same spot, roughly. Does he have enough of the 2 to pocket it, though? That's the question. Shoot it lefty like I do. Easy. Just joking. A lot of outside English to make sure that one threw in, and he's going to get stuck on the 4 a bit. I think he's got the edge of the 3, but I don't see where he's going to pocket this. Feels like a safe play. And look at the 6-9. I mean, that's a big spoiler right there, too. Cross corner for the win. Wow, good shot. And point position. I almost said the T word. Been reminded that even though that's what we used to call the points all the time, I'm not allowed to say that. Lambs the 4 home. Coming back around for the 5, looking sharp. Where does the 6 go? That is the question. Does it has the side hole, I think. I don't think it has the corner. It might go this way. Those are your choices. 3 balls left in this set, folks. 3 very important balls. I was going to say something bigger. This is the moment. Oh, man. He got the position, just barely missed the corner pocket and almost fluked it in the opposite corner pocket. So now Sheikh's coming to the table with 3 balls to go. Inexplicably played it inside, but okay, cool. Rough 9 ball. 1 ball left in this set. Where's he calling it? It looked like he indicated the top, the right side pocket. And he made it. Holy smokes. What a finish. There's the handshake. Sheikh with a huge cut shot on that 9 in the side. Brutal. All right. Anyway, guys, thanks everybody for tuning in. This is Brian in the booth talking to you from the Yale Billiards Brunswick Arena on the Shark Stream. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Like I said, always make sure you like, follow us on Facebook, subscribe on YouTube. Stay tuned. Hopefully we're going to have some more action either tonight or tomorrow. Either way. This is Brian saying goodnight.
Bobby Hilton here from the Shark Stream. Give a shout out to all of our sponsors. Of course, our gold sponsors, Brunswick Billiards. We are the Brunswick Arena on the Shark Stream, and of course, McDermott Cues. Then we got our silver sponsors. We can't forget those. We got Taom Billiards, Salotto, of course, Yale Billiards, Simonis Cloth, Wayne Harriman, the Sandman, Pro Fitman Billiards, Andy Gow, Aramith, Letman Lights, and Carbon Magic Cleaner. And of course, we can't forget our local and bronze sponsors. Without them, we wouldn't be doing what we're doing. They've been with us for a long time. K. Morgan Painting, APA, Jacoby Custom Cues, Sigma Wear, Organic Ink Tattoo, Dynamic Pressure Washing, NM Billiards, Tommy's Tattoo Supply, Pool Table Magic, and of course, Vacuum Leaks. Thank you guys all for your continued support. Appreciate it.